Hey everybody, it's Robin Scherzer with Robin Stampin' Hood. Welcome to the hood and welcome to my club projects. Now I'm running a little bit behind on this. So this would actually have been my July club projects and they've been sitting in their little box screaming for me to finish my video and get it done. So I am going to do that. Super simple cards. I think they're super pretty too. So there is a set out there called, of course, do I have that ready to go? No, but it's called Coneflower Celebrations. And you can see these are the dies with it. I did use a stamp to begin with, and I'll show you that real quick. But this is a great, this is in the main catalog. And I love that you can make it an open card if you want. I didn't do this one as an open card, but I'll show you the whole stamp set. I really, really like all the different things that you can do with it. And then I paired it with the new sunflower embossing folder, which keeps going in and out of stock. So this is it, the cornflower, or I keep saying corn, and it's Coneflower Celebrations. So you can see all the fun little things. There's a butterfly. There's, of course, the leaves. And what's nice, I'll show you about this when we do one of the cards, is you can fold it over and then open it up like a card. So it is a really fun set. So let's go ahead and get started. So I kind of went from simple to a little bit harder. So this is my simple card. So we're just gonna go ahead, and this is Petunia Pop, of course. And we're just gonna do some real simple stamping. I wanted to show that you don't have to always use every little component, but you can kind of build stuff as you go along. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the inside. I just did the inside like that, gave it a couple different layers. We'll get those off my desk so it's not lost in my space, which it tends to happen. All right, so this is Garden Green. And then I'm just gonna do a little, I could probably do the butterfly on this if I thought about that correctly. Let's see. I'm gonna grab the set here. I didn't do that when I did it originally, so let's do that. I think that would be a really nice idea. You know how you dress up your inside just a little bit. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna do the butterfly and Petunia Pop. I feel like I just had a hair on there or something. So we'll go ahead. Oh, that'll be pretty. That will be pretty. Just right in the corner. Oh yeah, that totally does it. I don't know why I didn't do that originally. So let's go ahead and we're gonna put that down. Oops. All right. And there's our inside. And while I have this card open here, I think I'll do this card too. That was just so smart. All right, so that's our inside of our card. So let's go ahead and we're gonna layer this on the outside. On here. Easy peasy. And then let's go ahead and do all of our stamping. Now I did do all my die cutting ahead, so this is that little piece. I don't know what do you call that? I'm not even really sure. So let's go ahead and grab our stamps. Now I do think I need a mat underneath me because it is a photopolymer, so it's important that you have that cushion, especially on these bigger stamps. So I'm gonna go ahead and anchor up. And again, this is Petunia Pop. And I'm just gonna kind of do it off to the side a little bit like that. I probably did it a little too high, because I wanted to do It's Your Day there, but maybe we can put It's Your Day right here. And I do want to grab a piece of scrap paper to put on top of my mat, because then when I go to stamp the stem, it is going to come off of there just a little bit. And I am just missing tons of stuff. I thought I had it all set and ready to go for you guys, but I don't. There we go. All right, so this is Garden Green ink. And I'm just going to take my stem and, oops, I think maybe I have to go this way because I'm right-handed. And I'm just going to kind of stick it right up into this little notch right here. Perfect. And then I'm going to come along with my leaves as well. And I think I'm going to try to angle this up just a little bit more than I did, only because we're going to try to sneak in our It's Your Day right there. And then there's another leaf. And that's just going to go right here. Perfect. Easy peasy. And then we want to find our It's Your Day. All right. How about if we do it? You know, if I'm going to do it right there, though, I think I'm going to have to do that in Petunia. So let's go ahead. I'm going to grab, I need to clean this real quick. And we're going to do that in Petunia instead of Garden Green. I think it'll make it a little bit better, because I think that'd be too much green. Even though you can see here I have it in the green, but because I'm going to put it down here, I think maybe Petunia is going to be better. Well, we'll see. Right? All right. And we'll take It's Your Day. Put that there. I think that works. I probably should have done it in, now that I'm looking at it, I should have probably done it in the early espresso, but that'll work too, right? All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and put our little top on the cornflower. Yeah, early espresso probably would have been the way to go, but that's okay. All right, so then let's go ahead and put this on here. Simple, simple. Oops. Make sure I'm not too crooked there. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead. I've already created a little bow. This is from the new Halloween set that is out there. Again, it's Petunia Pop, but it's got that little bit of a shimmer to it, which I really like. And I'm just gonna grab my dots, my glue dots. They always seem to be really good when it comes to just putting down ribbon. So I'm gonna put that on there. And yay, look at that. And of course we need just a little bit something more, right? We're gonna grab some of our little dragonflies. They're adhesive back dragonflies and birds. You can find them on your online exclusives. I think I might only have birds left. I do, but that's okay. We're gonna use that. No one's gonna notice the difference. And of course we need 3 of them to go around. Of course, the dragonflies would be better, but it's all right. It is all right. So that is your first card. Real easy, just stamping and embellishing. All right, so let's move on to our second card, shall we? Now this one is a little different. Let me show you. Let's see, what are we, okay, we're gonna do, I gotta grab my little, I got things just everywhere as usual. So we're gonna do this card next, and let me show you what it's gonna look like. So it looks like that. Isn't that fun, you guys? I love the color. I got the idea from somebody else. I can't remember who I saw it from, but I just loved how they did the multicolor like that. So first of all, let's go ahead again. The inside of our card is layered. And you know, these are just 1/4 inch layers. So this is Daffodil Delight. And it's just cut to 5 1/4 by 4. Because our card, of course, is, this piece is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So then you just want to cut it 1/4 inch smaller. And that's where you come up with the 5 1/4 by 4. And then this is 1/4 inch smaller. And again, it is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. All right. Do that. And we probably should have done something on the inside too, but I didn't. Okay. So I did, though, do this. You can see the sunflower, right, from the embossing folder. But let's take care of this first. So we're going to use some blending brushes, and we're going to use, I think I used, but we're going to make sure before I mess this up, but I think I used this. Did I? I'm looking at that going, I'm not sure if that's what I did or not. But I do know that I used Azure Afternoon for the bottom parts of it. So this might be a little off on our colors, but I'm okay with that. So we're going to take green. I'm going to do this first. Yeah, this is not the green I originally used, but I think it'll be just fine. So you're just going to do the top part of it, and we're going to cover that up so it's not a big deal. And then you're going to come back with your blue and do the bottom. I'm going to turn it so you can see me doing it a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that looks pretty too, I think. Even though it's not the same, it is perfectly good. Yeah, I actually like that better, I think, than that. Yeah, I think I do. So let's see. I'm just going to see if I can make it a little bit cleaner here. All right. I love it. I actually like it a lot better than what I did originally. So we're good. Oh, and this was the original one, was Coastal Cabana. But of course, I just showed you a different way. All right. So let's go ahead and put this together. Oh, it looks so different too. Like when you look at it, almost turned it like, I don't even know what I want to call that. Like the Pacific Point, or the Pacific Point, the Azure Afternoon almost turned a bluish green compared to that, which I think is super interesting. Let's go ahead and put this together. I guess, you know, when we talked about when we were kids and the primary colors, and when you mix them, what you get, right? We saw a little mixing going on there. All right, so we're gonna lay this on top of our Daffodil Delight, and let's go ahead and lay that on top of our card right away. I'm just changing up all sorts of things here. All right, so we have that. And then I'm gonna go ahead, and it does kind of change with not having the blue on there. I mean, even though that is the Azure, it definitely changes up the color, obviously. So that's okay. We could try it again if we wanted to though, huh? But you know what? I am gonna try it one more time. Let's just try it again, because I do have another flower that I had cut out. So now that I know we're using Pool Party instead of Granny Apple Green, let's try that again. I'm gonna get some of that color off there. All right, so let's try that real quick. You're going, okay, lady. So there's the Pool Party. Oh yeah. It doesn't matter so much up here because of the Daffodil Delight will cover it up. Ooh, I just totally put my nails in there. So let's go back to the azure because I really do kind of want it to match that. So let's get rid of that color. Get some color. There we go. Beautiful. There. I love it, love it, love it. Oh yeah, totally better. I mean, I do like this, and I think I'll create a card with that, but that's what it should look like. All right, so let's go ahead, grab our little Coneflower top here and put that on with our glue. You could pop it up, but I think with the layers, for me, it just makes it pop up anyway. So there we go. All right, now let's go ahead and put it right there. Oh yeah, for sure. We needed to keep it with that color. I'm glad we did that. All right. And then we're gonna lay that here. Oops. It's right in the corner. So pretty. All right. And while we let that dry for a second, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Azure Afternoon again. And we are going to stamp Celebrate You or Celebrating You. And this is part of the stamp set of the Coneflower. Beautiful. Yippee skipper. And then we're going to go ahead and put this back on. Just make sure you put it on the right way and not crooked like I can do. All right. And then we, of course, we need a little bit of embellishment, right? Because we've stamped it, we've layered it, and now we need to embellish it. Now these are called Starburst Sequins, and I think they're online exclusives. And I just thought they would be perfect because they're flat. Well, I love them because number one, they're flat, so they're easy to mail. You don't have that, you know, big old bump there. And then they match this perfectly. So we'll do that one. And let's see, where can we put, oops, the third one just flew away on its own. So where can we put our third one? On this one, I have a little bit of a, so maybe we just, I don't know, right there. Trying to make our little triangle. So maybe right there. All right, and there is the second card. So let's move on to the next one. All right, so get this out of the way. Now this is going to be a little bit of the brushing as well. So I went ahead and cut. So let me show you. This is what the card is. Very, very pretty. I love it. So I already went ahead and did my embossing folder. This is the Forever Plaid, but I'm going to use the de-emboss side. So this is the emboss side that kind of sticks up, so you can see that. So I'm going to actually put my glue on that side, and I want more of a flat surface for me to work with, and that's why I'm doing that. So we're going to go ahead, flip her over. All right, yay. And then I've already gone ahead and cut all the pieces that we need, but I wanted to give them a little bit of, this is where my Granny Apple Green actually will come in, is I wanted to give them a little bit of color and depth. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of give this a little color. And then I'm gonna do that also with the underleaves of this, because I felt like you couldn't really see when you put the little toppers on them. So let's go ahead and we're going to do that as well. Give it a little color. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with this one. A little bit of color, yay. And again, you'll see a little bit better why, because when you lay that top piece on, it just kind of melded into it. And I wasn't real crazy about it. So let's go ahead and I'm just gonna dot glue on some key points. It doesn't need to be all over, but I'm just kind of where it needs to be held down. I think if your ends and a few of your edges, you don't have to put it on everything. That's kind of how I do it. And then we're gonna flip that over. And you know, if you have a silicone mat, this is a good time to use it as well. Let's see, we got a little bit of paper still in this one. We'll get that out as well. And the same thing, we just wanna do a few dots here and there just to hold it into place. It's certainly not gonna fly away. Okay, so I just did that. And then we're gonna lay that here. All right, beautiful. All right, and then let's go ahead. I'm gonna put this down, I think, right away. You know what, let's do this first. Let's do our little flower piece. So now we're gonna switch to our Timid Tiger, which is one of the new in colors. And we're gonna grab another brush, because we need our brushes. And again, we're just gonna do the top part of it. I mean, look at, even with a colored piece of paper, and this is Darling Duckling, which is one of our in colors as well. So you're just gonna do a little bit on the top just to give it that little different color, if that makes sense, okay? And then this is what I was talking about. So this piece cuts out and it folds over, and then you can keep it as a card if you want, or you can cut it. I'm gonna actually snip this one apart because I'm not gonna have this open up as a card. So I just snipped it apart like that. And then you just need to make sure you're grabbing the right one, because there is a right side and there is a wrong side. So let's see. And I might have, because they're supposed to line up, and they do. It's just me, it's just me finding the right one. Is it this one? Or is it this side? It might be this side. I think that might work like that. All right, so then I'm just going to glue this down at the top. I am not going to glue it all the way. I'm just gonna because I wanna let it kind of lay itself out. All right, and then we're gonna lay that. Whoops, I got glue all over that. So I'm gonna just do that and lay that like that. Okay, make sure it sits where it's supposed to. Perfect. All right, and then I'm gonna take the brown part and do the same thing. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get this all put together. Oh, you know what? We probably need to stamp too, don't we? Let's do that. Let's do that. Oops, I'm just not letting stuff. I'm probably moving a little too fast, so we'll set that aside right now. And I'm gonna actually throw that away because it's full of glue. But we'll go ahead and stamp You Made My Day. Oh, I just love this set. It's so cute. And I'm gonna stamp it over because I'm gonna cut the tail over here. Oh, perfect, perfect. All right. And let's grab a little snips. I'm so sad that our snips are no longer being sold. The company that produced them said they were not gonna do them anymore. And I don't even know where my snips have gone to. So I'm gonna use an old pair, and I'm just gonna cut down the middle. Yeah, I thought I was way more prepared than I am today. but that's every day. Okay, so there's your little, all right. So now let's go ahead and put our card together. So we have our base that's flat, and then I'm just gonna lay down my stem. Okay, and I'm kind of doing it a little bit of an angle. I'm gonna cover up the bulk of that, but you'll see when you put this on how it kind of covers up the bulk. And you can pop this up. I did pop it up on this card. I'm not gonna pop it up on this card though. I will pop up one of the leaves. Oh, that's so pretty. I just love it. All right, so then we're gonna lay this one. Oh, I got a little bit of, can I cover it up with my leaf? I hope so. Got a little bit of color on there that didn't mean to be. All right, so then we're gonna do this. Yay. Cover up that spot. And then I am gonna pop this up. Okay, and we're gonna pop this up too. So we might as well get all of our little things in a row, right? Is that gonna fit? Maybe, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna put this down real quick. See how easy these were, you guys? All right, so then I'm gonna put it down. Well, you know what? I'm gonna put it up here a little bit because I wanna be able to put this there and not have it interfered with. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm clearing my throat. Talking too much, I guess. All right, so we're gonna do that. Cute, but then we need our embellishments, right? Yes, we do. So these are the in color. They're called what? They're called the 2025-27 in color flat pearls, which again, I love the flat because then when you go to mail something, it's not so cray-cray. So we're gonna do one here and we'll do a medium one here. And then we'll do this one. You know what? I think I'm gonna put it here. There you go. And I can see, can you see that I have a little bit of like glimmer from my glue because I probably used a little too much glue. So once that dries, I'm gonna go back in with my glue eraser. Let's see if it's dry enough for me to do it. My glue eraser and get rid of that shininess that's on there. I love these things. It made me sad when they stopped selling them. But you can see then the glue is coming up and that's what I wanted it to do. So perfect. All right, so those are our 3 projects from Club from July. Again, running a little behind. So we have that one, and this one. I love them. How about you guys? Thanks for stopping by and putting up with my little bit of disorganization. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go out and use that coneflower and show what you've created. All right, you guys, thanks for stopping by and happy stamping.